Man, that would be terrible, and it looks bad. Are there rumors that Brandon Garrison could be heading to the portal? That would be weird. Let's talk about it. But first, subscribe to the channel to get more news. Uncertainty hangs over Brandon Garrison's future with Kentucky basketball, and this has been a cause for concern among fans. The power forward, who was once considered one of the team's great prospects, now has a question. Will he return to the team next season, or will he choose to explore new horizons through the transfer portal? Could that be a possibility? Some are pointing to yes. The answer to that question could have significant implications for Mark Pope's squad, especially at a time when the coach is looking to further strengthen the roster in order to restore the program's prestige. Last season, Garrison played a key role as Amari Williams' backup, showing flashes of his enormous potential. Averaging 5.9 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 1.9 assists per game. While shooting an impressive 50.9% from the field, he proved to be a versatile player capable of contributing in the paint and as a long-range threat, although his three-point shooting, 30%, still needs work. This combination of skills makes Garrison a valuable player, especially in a system that values mobility and the ability to play multiple positions. What's most notable is that Garrison has already shown flashes of being a player capable of evolving to the next level. His first season at Kentucky was marked by moments in which he excelled as a center in the post and even as a perimeter shooting option, traits that could catapult him to the NBA with a strong run next season. However, speculation about his possible departure began to gather pace after he removed all references to Kentucky from his social media bio. While such a move may in some cases be interpreted as a minor one, in the current context, it is hard to ignore that this decision could signal a larger shift. For Kentucky fans, the idea of losing Garrison would be a huge blow. He is exactly the type of player who could benefit greatly from the development work of Mark Pope, who has proven himself to be a coach capable of polishing talent and preparing them for bigger challenges. In addition, his presence on the roster would be crucial to offset the impact of new additions, such as centers Jaden Quaintance and Muhaim Diabate, who arrived through the transfer portal, and Malachi Moreno, the five-star recruit who will be on campus starting in 2025-26. Without Garrison, Kentucky would risk losing a big-time difference maker. There is currently no official word on Garrison's plans for next season, which only adds to the anticipation among fans. In the meantime, it's up to Mark Pope and his staff to try to convince the player that Kentucky is still the best place for him to continue his growth trajectory. If Garrison decides to enter the transfer portal, Kentucky will need to quickly find another option on the market to fill that void, which would add more pressure to an already crucial period for the program. However, for Kentucky, Garrison's stay would be a positive sign of stability and continuity, essential elements to rebuild the team on a national stage in a different way. For now, everything is still shrouded in doubt, and fans are anxiously awaiting any official update. It remains to be seen whether Mark Pope can convince Garrison to wear the blue and white jersey again, or if Kentucky will need to look for another name to avoid this potential loss becoming a difficult hurdle to overcome. Everyone expects him to stay with the team. Is now official. The arrival of Cam Williams and Jaden Quaintance to Kentucky is news that brings great excitement to the program's fans. Both players, with complementary profiles and distinct skills, have the potential to become key players in rebuilding the team's competitive strength. When analyzing their trajectories so far and the qualities they bring to the team, it is clear that Kentucky is investing in talents that can not only raise the team's technical level, but also strengthen its identity as one of the most traditional programs in college basketball. Starting with Cam Williams, the point guard arrives at Kentucky after an impressive season at Tulane, where he demonstrated that he is a complete player capable of contributing on both offense and defense. His ability to shoot efficiently 41.2% on three-pointers, and defend multiple positions from the 1 to the 4, as highlighted by Pope, is exactly the type of versatility that Kentucky needs to face the challenges of today's college basketball. Players like Williams, who combine offensive skill with defensive impact, are rare and valuable, and their presence on the roster can provide the team with a more balanced and unpredictable game dynamic for opponents. Williams has already shown great moments in his short career, such as when he scored 24 points against UAB, hitting 6 three-pointers. This type of performance shows that he has the ability to take center stage when necessary, something crucial for a team looking to regain its position among the best in the country. Another positive aspect is his experience as a starter in 28 of the 33 games played in his freshman season, which reflects maturity and confidence to deal with the pressure of important games, an indispensable trait for someone who wears the blue and white jersey. With Pope, Williams has everything to further explore his untapped athleticism, as mentioned by the coach, and become an elite player on the college scene. Now, Jaden Quaintance, who comes from Arizona State, is another reinforcement who promises to make an immediate impact at Kentucky. Averaging solid 9.4 points, 7.9 rebounds, and 2.6 blocks per game during his freshman season, Quaintance has already proven himself to be a dominant force in the paint, especially on defense. His recognition as a member of the Big 12 All-Defensive Team and inclusion on the Naismith National Defensive Player of the Year watch list are testaments to his ability to change the course of games with his intimidating presence. For a team like Kentucky, which has always valued defense as the foundation for success, Quaintance is a very strategic addition. What makes Quaintance even more exciting is the fact that he is only 17 years old and is just beginning to explore his potential. As Pope noted, he is as explosive as he is skilled, and is still in the process of figuring out where he can go in the game. This combination of youth, talent, and room for growth makes him a player with tremendous potential for both the present and the future of the program. Additionally, their ability to contribute in multiple areas, be it scoring, rebounding, or blocking shots, gives Kentucky tactical flexibility that will be essential when facing stronger, deeply seated teams. Another positive is that both players have 3 seasons of eligibility remaining, which means they have plenty of time to integrate into Mark Pope's system and make their mark on the program. This also allows Kentucky to build a solid core around them, especially considering other recent additions like Malachi, Moreno, and Muhaim Diabate. The addition of Williams and Quaintance, therefore, is not only a response to the team's immediate needs, but also a long-term investment in ensuring that Kentucky remains a powerhouse in college basketball. It is worth noting the enthusiasm expressed by Pope regarding both players. His words about Williams, a beautiful kid who is an elite shooter and an elite defender, and Quaintance, a 17-year-old phenom who is just beginning to understand his potential, reflect not only the coach's confidence in his new charges, but also his clear vision of how they can fit into the project he is building. With these additions, Kentucky not only strengthens its roster, but also signals that it is committed to attracting top-tier talent and maximizing its potential. Pope is optimistic that these 2 recruits and a few more guys are on the way. Let us know what you think.